Hello. Welcome to another by pen and paper stream. Today we are playing Atelier Escha Logy, Alchemists of the Dusk Sky, the second series of the Alchemists of the Dusk Sky series, basically. Second game, not series. So, yeah, let us kind of dive right in and see what the first hour of the game is gonna be about. Okay, so we basically have to choose of two characters. Nabi Fiskara, a young alchemist trained in the latest chemical techniques, who has made his way to frontier regions with the pursuit of lifelong dreams, while contending with the hardships of life. Here, that's it. More or less familiar. A young alchemist utilizes traditional chemical techniques passed down from her mother. Energetic rookie, she does her best upon and uses her alchemist skills. I thought we would get both characters, but yeah,
I'll do my best.
Start with her and see how it goes.
You haven't forgotten anything, have you, Escha?
Yes, sorry for pronounce it properly. That's an interesting way to tell the story.
Stop worrying. I was super careful when I was packing.
You push yourself too hard sometimes.
Is this made a robot?
That's not true. I'll be fine. Well then, I'm off.
I'm just concerned. I mean, you becoming a government official is just...
You worry too much. You treat me like a child, no matter how old I get. Oh no! Look at the time! I can't be late on my first day. My name is Escha Logy. I was born and raised on an apple orchard here in Kolsate, a small outpost town. My skills are alchemy, which my mother taught me when I was really young. I'm only a beginner, though. Still, now I'm the only person in town who can do any alchemy at all. That's why I'm helping the town government in order to earn a little money. And they decided to take me on as an official member of the civil service starting today. I still have a lot to learn, but I'm gonna do my best for this town.
Oh, there you are, Escha.
Miss Marion, I hope I'll be able to live up to your expectations.
Don't worry, just keep doing what you've been doing for us.
Would you mind letting me do the speaking? We don't want the rules of order to break down out here.
Oh, sorry, Branch Manager Grumman.
Now, there's no need to be too formal. You can keep calling me Colin, or Manager if you need to.
Yes, thank you. Manager?
Now, starting today, you'll be an official member of the Frontier Special Investigation Bureau. As you're aware, we're quite short-handed. Since you already know how we work, it'll be great having you here.
I see. Well, I'm not sure if I've been all that helpful in the past, but...
Don't be so modest. We brought you on board precisely because we feel you are necessary. But, unlike before, you will have much more responsibility. I hope you're up to the task. That said, now that you're an official for Colsate, we need you to put forth all your efforts for the town's sake.
Of course.
Good. We're not too strict about divisions and assignments, so we'll end this meeting here. Marion?
Understood. Shall we go, Escha? I'm sure you already know where R&D is, but I'll show you just in case.
Yes. Well then, Mr. Manager, if you'll excuse me.
Show us where the R&D is, so we know where to go.
Well, hopefully this will solve our staffing problems at R&D. I'll leave the rest to Marion. Still, 2 alchemists.
2 alchemists? Wonder how different is the other characters. Sorry. So we might do a little test after we finish the regular first hour.
Welcome to the R&D branch! Well, I know you've already been here in the past since you've helped us before.
Well, you always seem so busy, Marion.
I suppose you're right. But you're not an outsider anymore, you know? So I'm really gonna start cracking the whip.
Yes, ma'am. Where should I start?
Kinky.
About that. You're actually not the only new kid we have today. I'm really sorry, but would you mind waiting a bit until he arrives? He should be here any second.
Huh? Who?
Excuse me, is this the R&D division?
Oh, there you are. We were waiting for you. I'm the research lead around here, Marion Quinn. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Marion? Who's this?
Like I was saying, he's the other new member joining the R&D team. Now, why don't you introduce yourself, Escha?
Huh? I'm Escha Malier.
My name is Logix Vixario. I'm still not entirely sure how you do things here, so I hope you'll show me around.
Logix. Oh dear god, I butchered their names at the beginning. Note for future, read, figure out their names before pronouncing their
I
names.
look forward to working with you, Mr. Logix.
As do I.
Oh, you kids. That was a stiff introduction. Relax a little. You'll be working together a lot.
Yes, I suppose you're right. I'll do my best.
Sorry.
By the way, ma'am, where is the rest of the team?
There's technically one more member, but because of a mission, I'm afraid we're all we have today.
Is that normal? This seems rather, small for a team.
It is quite small. In fact, we shouldn't even be operating considering how short-handed we are.
Now that you mention it, when I helped you out before, you didn't have many members either. Why is that?
Truth is, R&D's always been understaffed and unable to operate. and that led to poor marks from above. When I was put in charge, the entire department was all but disbanded.
So then, transferring you here really didn't solve any problems, did it?
Absolutely not. That father of mine, I'll give you a promotion, my foot. He stuck me in middle management, so I have to do paperwork all day, and there's no such thing as overtime.
Fair enough. I understand that.
Sounds like you've been through quite a bit.
But all that ends today. Now I have 2 brilliant underlings,
Minions.
and both of you are alchemists. Now nobody can tell me my R&D department's just a bunch of dropouts.
You mean you're an alchemist too, Logix? What a coincidence! There's so much about alchemy that I never learned. It would be amazing if you could teach me.
I see. Well, I'll do my best, but I'm not sure that I know enough to teach others either. Still, it's uncommon to hire on 2 alchemists at the same time.
I know, right? That's what I asked for on the application, but I never expected my request to come through.
I see. So that's what happened.
At any rate, I'm gonna put the both of you right to work. You're gonna help me raise our ratings and make people realize that we're the best our division has to offer.
I'll do my best.
Understood.
So I have to work with a boy now? He looks really capable, but I'm a little nervous.
Oh, come on.
Hello! I've returned!
Oh, welcome back, Linka.
Well, isn't this perfect timing?
Linka. Oh, dear.
You remember Escha, right, Linka? Let me introduce you to Logy. He's one of the alchemists joining us today.
I've heard about you.
This is Linka. I suppose she would be your senior here.
Oh, she's the one you said was out on a mission?
Yes, she has a lot of assignments to keep the monsters at bay. In fact, your next deployment's been decided. She might be a little rough around the edges, but she knows how to swing a sword. Feel free to ask her for help.
It's good to meet you, Escha Logy. Let's do our best, yeah?
It's nice to meet you as well, Linka.
All right. Well, time for your first job. Oh, but before that, Logy, you don't really know much about Colsate, right?
Those deadpan stares, they stare into your soul.
Only what was in the file. I tried to find out as much as I could.
Well, Escha grew up here, so she knows all about the town. If you're ever confused or lost, go and ask her.
Got it. I'll do my best.
So for your first job, we've got a request to fix the windmill down at the apple orchard.
The windmill? Now that you mention it, I heard there were some problems with it.
I've already sent someone from maintenance to figure out what's wrong, but I'd like the 2 of you to find out what's going on down there. Show Logy around town while you're at it.
Show him around? Yes, I understand. I'll be fine.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for your consideration.
Don't mention it. You 2'd better get to know each other, because you're going to be doing a lot of work together. If you ever have any questions, come find me or Linka.
Huh?
I don't even want to start on the sexual innuendo in the commentary.
What do you mean, huh? It's our job as seniors to help teach the newcomers.
Sorry, but with all the missions outside, I really don't know the town that well myself.
Oh my goodness. Well, you make sure you're able to answer any questions these 2 might have. You got it?
Understood.
Well then, we'll be counting on you, Linka.
I will do my best.
You 2 never change, do you? But Linka does go out a lot. I'd love to hear more of her stories.
Well then, shall we be going?
Sure, but what should I show you first? Mr. Logix?
You can just call me Logy. I'm not used to being addressed so formally.
Okay, Logy? Is there anything you would like to see?
Well, I saw a large ranch on my way here. I was curious what that was.
Oh, that's our apple orchard. My parents' house is actually an orchard, too. Holsate has a lot of orchards. Our town specializes in producing apples, you know? And they're delicious.
I see. Perhaps I should try one later, If your parents run an orchard, why did you become a government worker? Would you inherit the farm?
I thought about that too, but since I can use alchemy, I thought I should be putting my skills to use. And I want to use my alchemy to help as many people as I can. And my father actually agreed.
I see. That's a nice story.
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm just a little nervous right now.
Sorry, so am I. I'm just not used to situations like these. How about we keep on going? Show me the way, Escha.
You got it. Let's head over to one of the apple orchards. They're right on the outskirts of town.
Already have a party? Let's see how that works. Okay. Understand stuff. Seems pretty generic and normal for now. Just like more or less just like a previous game. Manual, nope. Sorry, slight error. But now it's good. Okay. Let's talk for hidden stuff. The story starts completely different than the previous one. Like the previous one, you get into stuff immediately, learn a little bit of alchemy, but maybe because this is the second game, you kind of like, okay, you probably know all that, let's start by introducing all the characters and then you go out and do your stuff and collect and basically progress. But let's see how this goes. The first game pretty much really soon got into the main plot and what's it all about. This seems like it's gonna drag a bit before we get to the main idea between why these two are doing these things, unless this is just like to progress the R&D department, which is gonna be like, oh, so we're kind of like an R&D department, developing new potions.
All right, here we are.
Becoming better.
This is one of Holsate's prides and joys, our apple orchards.
Thanks, Escha. I know a lot more about the town now.
Oh, it's nothing. If there's anything else you want to know, feel free to ask me.
Hey, we just ran through the town, we didn't do anything. Okay, never mind. This looks like a good place for a treehouse.
This is a beautiful tree. Is it an apple tree too?
Yes, supposedly it's the oldest tree here. Actually, this is the area that my family manages.
Hey, Escha, what are you doing here?
Ooh, all the nice looking boys.
Huh? Brother, I should be asking you that. What about your work?
To be fair, the first game is pretty much like all cute girls. This it's gonna, I think it's gonna be a bit balanced.
I'm doing it. Apparently this windmill's been having some issues, so I'm here to do a little checkup. And you are?
Nice to meet you. My name's Logy. I've been assigned to the R&D department starting today.
Oh, the new kid from the city. Marian's told me about you. I'm Alwyn. Escha and I are cousins, actually.
Cousins? So when she called you brother just now...
Dear God, cousins. Oh my God. Why Japan? Why?
We're really close. He's an engineer who knows just about everything there is to know about airships.
I see. An engineer. Well, it's my pleasure.
Don't be so nervous. We're about the same age, aren't we?
I see. Well, I guess I'll work on that, Alwyn.
Well, it's a pleasure for me too. Don't be shy about asking questions around here either.
Brother, you sure get to know people really fast, huh?
We're gonna be working together a lot. No need to be such strangers, right?
I guess you have a point, but why do I feel like I'm lost here?
Do you? That's not like you. I hope you do a little better in your lessons.
What lessons? I haven't heard anything about that.
It's nothing too difficult. Marion told me to show you kids the ropes, so I guess that makes me something like your instructor now. Start looking forward to it.
You're an airship engineer, but you repair windmills and teach as well? That's quite a handful.
Well, engineering is just a part of what I do. In all honesty, I'm more of a jack of all trades.
So, what exactly should we be doing?
Yeah, about that. You think you can help me find someone named Clonay? I need to check some things on that windmill, and she just went and disappeared.
Miss Clonay? Does she work for the branch?
Clonay manages the apple orchard, and she means a lot to me too. I should really introduce you to her, Logy. Does looking for people count as our lessons? I wouldn't think so.
Oh, yeah. No, I guess it doesn't. Think of it more as a prerequisite to my class. Anyway, Marion will fill you in with the details. First, we should really find Clonay.
Got it. It's really strange for her to leave the orchard, though. Maybe she went shopping in the square.
Yep, this is utterly confusing. And going at the snail space. Like, is this file... Oh, we have 119 days left, maybe?
A barrel.
Okay, a barrel. Yeah, year 1. So it's...
Ugh,
no,
I
it's
think
not
I found something good.
First game we can collect 10 water in an instant, now we can collect 10 apples at an instant. Yep, it seems to be going a bit slower than the first one, but I think it's because it's a bit more character driven. Pumpkin is up there. Is it a different part of town? Yep. I messed around with sound, so if I hope anything is heard properly. Let's see okay.
So this is the town square.
I'll go check the depot and check in with my boss.
Okay, if we find Clonay, we'll tell her to head over to the depot to meet you.
Thanks.
You know, for a town on the frontier, this place is actually quite developed. It has a proper depot.
This is a stop for airships after all. Merchants use this depot to transport their goods, too.
Gotcha. So, this Clonay person, what's she like?
Let's see. She's very... unique and not human.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You'll understand as soon as you meet her. But where could she be?
Hey, Escha, you running some errands?
Duke, baby yell.
Oh, hello, Mr. Duke.
What an energetic little scamp you are! I'd better step up my game, too!
Damn, dude. Chill.
And who might this young fella be?
Hello, I'm Logy. I'm working at the local branch starting today.
You don't say. The name's Duke. I run a bar right over there. Hey, now that I see you up close, you're a handsome one, aren't you? I was a looker myself back in the day. I had a massive sword in one hand, taking down dragons left and right. Oh, and the adventures! And the ladies!
Mostly the ladies.
I see.
Whoa there! Was I interrupting something?
Interrupting? No, that's not true at all.
Something like that. Now, what brings you youngins to this part of town?
Oh, right. Have you seen Clonay anywhere? We're looking for her right now.
Clonay? Can't say that I have. Is it urgent?
I don't believe it's an emergency, but any information you could tell us would help.
Well, if you didn't find her at the orchard, then odds are she went to the depot to drop off her apples.
You're right. She doesn't necessarily have to be shopping there.
Of course, I don't have any evidence one way or another. I hope you find her soon, though.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Duke.
Sure thing. Say, after you've taken care of business, why not stop by for a quick drink? First one's on the house.
Oh my god, that mouth animation, jeez.
That sounds great. We would love to.
The game is nice in colors.
If Clonay went to the depot, then perhaps she already ran into Awin.
You have a point. Let's go find out.
The characters are nicely colorful, but the world is mostly just like oranges and reds. Ingredients for cooking, and then you finish and some stuff like that. Okay. Let's see what else. No bounty board. That's the town entrance. Do we have a map of the area? They're just questing for. Ooh, faster. Balloon docks. Yeah, airships.
So, Escha works for the town now, huh? Feels like only yesterday she was just a child. Now look at her.
No kidding. It took me forever for you to start treating me like a real man.
Hello, Mr. Heisman.
And speak of the devil. I heard the good news, Escha.
Yes, we're still new and might need your help down the line, but I'm glad to say hi to you again.
Oh, let me introduce you. This is Heisman, the best engineer I know here in town.
My name is Logy. I've been assigned to the R&D division. Pleased to meet you.
You must be the other kid starting the same time as Escha. It's good to get some young blood around here. Why don't you join me instead? I'm sure I could turn you into a fine mechanic with no formal training.
Me? I'm sorry, but I don't think I'm really cut out for it.
Boss, maybe you shouldn't be swiping team members from Marion. You're gonna get it later on.
Ah, the young lady who's chronically understaffed, huh? Yeah, I'd better steer clear, as the saying goes. Jokes aside, I'm glad to meet the two of you kids.
I'm glad to meet you too. Do you mind if I ask, how can this town support such a large depot? I heard that shops and businesses attract a lot of people, but still, it seems very well maintained.
Well, you see, that's because of the unexplored ruins.
Ah, the endless dungeon.
Ruins? Now that you mention it, there was a mention of ruins in the documents. What are they?
They're ruins, floating in the sky not too far from here.
Wait.
People began to call them the unexplored ruins. This town was first built as a hub for sending researchers to the ruins as a supply depot.
So, these floating ruins are confirmed to exist, but no one's been there? Why not use airships?
That's the thing, we can't. The airstream there's so turbulent, it's impossible to approach them.
Not only that, but there's rubble floating in the air. You get caught up in that, kiss your ship bye-bye.
I see. So no one's actually gone into them. This is the first I've heard of ruins like that.
It's good that the Logy is acting like our counterpart and asking all of these dumb questions.
Isn't it strange? Ever since I was a child, it's been one of my dreams to visit those ruins.
Well, don't worry, you will.
Doesn't the fact that no one's ever explored them before just make you want to do it even more?
I suppose so, but if airships can't get you there, it would be quite difficult.
Yeah, I guess you have a point.
What are you talking about? Reaching the unexplored ruins is a dream everyone in Colsate shares.
That's true. Now that you're a government official here, you better remember stuff like this.
I see. All right, I'll try to remember.
But the fact that we can't get there is what makes this story such a fairy tale. Now, you kids still have work to do, right? Well, get to it.
By the way, have you two found Clonay yet?
No. We thought we might find her here at the depot, but I guess not.
It's hard to think that we missed her along the way. Do you think she could be back at the branch office?
If she's the dragon, I'm gonna laugh.
Why would Clone be there? I suppose it's not impossible, but let's go take a look then.
Good idea. I need to talk to Marion anyway, so I'll walk with you.
Anything interesting? So the airships are basically balloons. I can figure that design. So it is the... Yeah, I really do need a map of the city at least. No, this is recap. Anything good there? No, that's the Apple Orchard. Nope, wrong way. Okay, just getting turned around over there. Let's see, maybe it's over here. Yep.
We're at the town entrance. The only other path leads to the local branch. Are you sure she's in town?
I really don't think she'd leave. There are quite a few monsters outside.
Oh, that's... yeah, okay, yeah, she's the
My,
bot.
oh my. Is something the matter, Escha? What are you doing here?
Oh, it's the bot, okay.
There you are! We were looking all over for you.
Me? Did I forget something?
That's not what I meant. Owen was looking for you, Clone.
I finished the maintenance on the windmill, so I wanted to let you know.
Is that so? Well, please forgive me for leaving. I expected it to take more time. That is why I came to see how Escha was doing at the branch. We appear to have missed one another.
I see. That makes a lot of sense. I'd be pretty worried about Escha working for the state, too.
Ugh, you two always treat me like a little kid.
Is this Miss Clone?
Oh, sorry for not introducing myself. I am Clone, and I manage the Colsate apple orchards. Pardon me, but may I have your name?
It's a pleasure. My name's Logy. I've been assigned to R&D as well. I look forward to working with you.
Oh, is that so? I was unaware. I apologize.
Clone, logics, Jesus, the name.
Escha lacks worldly knowledge. I'm sure she may cause you trouble, but please take care of her.
That's my name, okay.
I'll do my best.
Still cannot figure Escha.
Stop that, Clone! You're embarrassing me!
Search?
So, how is the windmill? Is the problem something that can be resolved easily?
Well, it still works, but barely. There's only so much we can do without asking for some new parts.
I see. That will be your first task then, Escha. I will leave this to yours and Marion's hand.
Huh? What do you mean?
Oh, nothing. Well then, best of luck to you.
What the... That's a weird-ass bot.
She acts like your mother, Escha. You two seem really close.
I suppose you're right. In a way, Clone raised me.
What do you...
Escha lost her mother at a very young age, so Clone, who was a good friend of her mother, looked after Escha.
I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. It was a long time ago anyway. So, what should I do now, brother?
Oh yeah, now that we have Clone's approval for repair, we can put in a formal request to Marion.
Got it. Now I really am a government official, huh? I have to do my best.
I'm confused at the tail that is not really a tail, but still just attached to her behind. Jesus. How does that work?
Look, I think I found something good.
Yep, let's get water. Okay.
This leads out of this...
We should head...
Fair enough. Okay. Then we're done with all the tutorial stuff. Okay,
Oh, you're just getting back? Well, how is the town?
We explored a lot and talked to lots of people.
I think I have a good idea of what's around the town now.
Well, that's good to hear. By the way, what happened to the windmill?
I think it's pretty close to breaking down completely. It's gonna need a lot of new parts. Despite that, I don't think it'll be hard. And since it involves the orchard, it's perfect for Escha.
True. Well, then why don't we use this as a learning opportunity? That's right. I haven't shown you two to your atelier, have I? Since we have a few minutes, why don't you take a quick look? You'll be spending a lot of time there.
Atelier. Repeat, atelier. Repeat, atelier. I need to figure out how this actually is pronounced so I can pronounce the next game's name properly, maybe.
I'm going to speak with Alwyn about the other outstanding tasks.
Alwyn. Hey, Win!
You're right! I completely forgot about that.
Yes, it would be a good idea to see the atelier, since we will be doing all our work there.
Well, this way. Follow me. Here we are. And the key is...
Lost.
Hey, did R&D ever have an atelier before? This is the first time I've heard of you having one.
Actually, we had to put it together in a spare room. But we need it, since now we have 2 alchemists.
Oh my god, they're gonna work in a closet.
Ah, there we go. Make sure you have everything you need in there. When you're done, come back and see me.
Of course. I wonder what it looks like.
It's a closet.
Whoa! This is going to be our atelier now?
So this is our workspace now?
It's got a sofa, and a desk, and a cauldron for alchemy!
A cauldron? What is something so dated doing here?
Of course there's one! It's an atelier! Oh man, this is going to be a blast!
I can't believe such old methods are still in use. I have no idea how to synthesize using a cauldron.
Huh? Logy, you are an alchemist, aren't you?
I am. But how should I explain this? In Central City, we don't do things with a cauldron anymore.
You don't? I thought this was normal, but there's other ways to do it too?
Normally, we have specific equipment for each process. I wasn't expecting this.
Then you mean that you can't perform your alchemy here?
Not right away, at least. This isn't good. I know next to nothing about cauldrons.
Oh no. I was going to learn a lot from you too. I guess we don't have a choice. I'll be taking care of all the synthesizing, okay?
Well, there are 2 of us here after all. We should split the work.
But you have no idea how to do it, right? Isn't this our best option?
Sorry, I'm going to have to learn how to use this tool though. Please teach me. In exchange, I'll support you in any way I can. The methods may change, but the materials don't.
Oh, then can you teach me what you need to mix to make certain things? I only know very simple alchemy.
Then why don't you handle the synthesizing in the beginning, and I'll handle everything else.
Got it. If we work together, I'm sure we can make all sorts of amazing stuff.
There's no point in complaining about the facility. I need to figure out what it is I can do.
These art drawings are really nicely done. Sure, you're doing the tutorial only. You see load and just it's okay. I think this game has the memory function, like the previous one. Items. Okay, just pass the time and next 10 days can be passed once. Wow, okay. Why did you waste time? Didn't you have time to...
Logy, I'd like to formally say that, though I may be inexperienced, I'll do my best to work with you.
Huh? What's this all of a sudden?
Well, we are going to be working together and all, so I thought we should be friends.
I see. No point in being weird about it, I suppose. I should have been more considerate myself. I may not know much about these methods, but I hope to do my best too. I'm counting on you.
Yes, leave it to me.
Thanks. Now that we've seen our accommodations, how about we go back to Marion?
We're finally going to use our atelier. I'm so excited!
Saving options. Nope. Okay, we don't need to run that fast.
I have other things.
Okay. No, is it? Yeah. See if there's anything else. I think this becomes his area maybe. Doesn't create cycles. Can we even know? No, we cannot extend. If there is really like 120 days, 119 days left,
You're back! What do you think of the new R&D Atelier?
time to rest.
Well, it looked really good to me, but
But is there something wrong with it?
Actually, there was one small problem. And that's it.
I'm sorry, I was under the impression that all an alchemist needs to do anything is a cauldron. I wasn't really sure what to get for you, but it seems you have more equipment in Central City.
what should we do? At this rate, I'm going to be doing all of the synthesizing on my own.
I'll help her as much as I can, but it's true that she'll be doing most of the heavy lifting.
There's nothing to be done now. For the time being, we have to work with what we have.
I'm really sorry I couldn't be more helpful.
No, it's my lack of preparation and knowledge that led to this mess. Do you think you can make do?
Please don't worry about it. Now that I'm an official worker here, I want to do everything I can.
I'll have to think of new recipes that'll work with the cauldron. I suppose that's the first step.
And there goes the was, I think. After chatting, talk to the GT's ID. Situation working for now will be a lot of Aha, 4 months, okay. April, August, December, and working then the full 4 months. Have one major project and several small. So this basically is management. Okay. Sure, tutorial for the assigned tasks and major assignments. You'll complete it. This one time will be success. Okay. Assigned task will change every 4 months. The task and something remain. Okay, yes. Yeah, please represent requirements for these tasks. The stars. The right means it is done. Research on 100%. The assignment will be complete. Okay. And 20 when they are renewed. So task goals will change occasionally. The word view of minor assignments along the outside will become visible when you complete the central one. Central map. Oh, so that's. So you need to complete that, all of them, then you get the minor crap that you can do just for bonus stuff. Okay. That first task will not appear until finish the map, though the completing rating can increase. It's kinda weird. We can't boost the side quest until we finish the main quest? Yeah, right? Let's skip that and we will first task. 60 archers and create new windmill parts with alchemy to replace Pokemon machinery. And then moving down. Let's see the assignment table myself. No vision department, okay? The entrance to the office should be in front of the okay. So, this ends up being highly different than the synthesizing. Well, I need to go to the provisions department first. Yeah, unlike the first game, which kind of had, oh, you need to save your sister, you need to go on this magical, mystical, awesome. Ooh, okay, these guys are interesting. Homunculus, okay. Give us pay, give us pay. Give us pay. Shiny glimmering, shinies. Yeah, these guys are cute. Boy, that guy looks like a proto-Levi. Why did I make that comparison? Just something that should come soon. Okay, now I pull that back. She just looks tired. Like Grumman. Oh! This is the captain's son. Or manager's son. Yes, this is well. Yay, walkthrough! Tutorials! Yay! Okay, this kind of helps recreating some stuff and not just grinding everything and creating it, I suppose. Sure. This from the use of a cutter can be reached to the expedition equipment. Ah, expedition equipment. Okay. Something has a cost, I think it's the maximum cost mission is to the okay. I'm slightly confused, but sure. Oh, so basically just actors. Okay. Does she have anything? No. Oh, she's gonna have it. Right. Now back to synthesizing. Why not? Run through the item, yes, you can take it, of course. It is synthesize item. So pretty much like the first game.
What should I make?
Pause. Ready this? back. 7 minutes. Okay. Continue. Beginning the census first select item. Make. Nope.
What materials should I use?
Materials, select the cards. Ah, okay, so I can just do that. Serious one. Bullet seed. Dangerous. Coloring menu. Okay, 5. Okay, 9. Lazy zoom is plus 2. Come.
Is this alright? Alright, let's start.
See?
What could happen?
Actually, taking this is use CP. If you don't have enough CP, the actions will not work properly. Okay. Next, the attributes of interiors are added. Oh yeah, we have enough CP. Jeez, I was panicking. Now the effects from the material will be added effects.
Please go well. I'm crafting the item. Yay, it's done!
3 days? Ooh, damn. For one healing salve?
I leveled up.
I do honestly hope we can improve and fasten this thing up. Quicken, that's the proper word.
What should I make?
Ah, so now I can craft kill yourself, apple dart.
What materials should I... What should I make?
Let's craft. Yep. What I wanted to discuss a bit earlier was, yeah, this is 4 months. Yep, 120 days for one task, one major task. Looks like it's quite different from the... Yeah, that's sun. Quite different from the first one. No, I cannot provision. Really? Okay. Yeah, this is our main task. So after that we can do this, and after that we can do this. Online, reward points, special bonus, okay. I'm guessing like this or something? Or, I don't know. How the bonuses are calculated. But can I? Should be able to... Yeah, adventure, but... healing salts. No, let's give actually that to Logy. Yep. She can get crafting, battle equipment, got some stuff, okay, phantom saber. And that's all we keep. Yep, health, that's all. For storing all the items, and yep, we're ready actually. Unlike the first game, in this well, Dusk Sky Alchemist, well, again, start. Yeah, items using stick to move. Simple enough. Yeah, we haven't been to these two, I think. And there's stuff in them. Let's see what we can get there. That music.
Yo, Escha! What can I get you? Which would you like?
This is relating with the cookbook. Yeah, we don't have any cash.
You're welcome.
To the closet. Let's see what the urban it is. Like the helmet is just, the hat is actually just weird.
Welcome, Escha. What will you be buying today? What are you
Probably
buying?
nothing, because I have an owl. Oh, wait. Good materials.
Are you done?
But next time, let's go to the world map.
Alright, where to go?
Okay. The map is a bit tiny. Like really tiny. I hope it unlocks. It probably unlocks more. Like we can see something to the left. Sure, let's go. Enter the area. Come on. Did they pop it up? The assignments. Did they bug it up? I think I bugged it up. It doesn't give me an option to enter. Now, yes, enter this area. Oh, so there's smaller zones? Uh-huh. So there's smaller zones within the zones. Oh, you get the monster attack already. Nice. Let's see how the combat is done with this. Yeah, standard. They've changed the turn order a bit, but more or less works the same. Yeah, the support gauge is still there. So get kicked your ass and you lose the day. So you can still.
Alright, let's do our best.
But I was trying to say multiple times. Like the first game is you have a story, you have
Let's attack together!
quest, you're saving your sister and doing the stuff. This is like, oh, you work in a public office. Let's do all of the work, and you have a task. You don't. Like there's still time, and there's probably gonna be something later on, but there's nothing. Getting over. Yeah, I'm over there. Spot cards. Oh shit! Nope. That's just no.
Sa!
Yeah, kick its ass. You as well.
Leave it to me.
What up? Oh, so he takes damage. Okay. Let's see if we can move the rest of the group. Because why not?
I'll take this.
This is quite fine. We can block others with it. Let's see.
Cha! Yeah! Whoa, careful!
Nice. The animations are cool and interesting. But it's quite a departure from the first game where you have just one task and you need to complete it before time runs out. This is you have at least 4 tasks and then a bunch of side tasks. This is more, I would think it's more a relaxed version of it. I shouldn't block with her, but I just wanted to see the animation. She's really low.
Let's move on.
Nice. Which is quite a departure and an
That was
interesting
the last
departure.
of them.
So
I don't sense any more monsters around here.
probably if you want like a normal, easygoing. Well, easygoing. There's still time.
Where should I go?
Retro. Let's see what's there. You can probably just pick this up and play this instead of the first game, but you can get all three of them in a package for the new release on the PS4, so that's kind of good. Collect all the stuff. There was something else I wanted to say, but yeah, I forgot. Harvesting. I mean, I know the phrase. Yep, harvest, collect.
I hope I find some good materials.
The combat is
I've
more or
never
less the
seen
same.
this before.
Like,
This
the
looks
sport
like
cards
it
are
could
cool.
be useful. Let's put it in the basket.
UI is different, but sure, it's nice. Ooh. Wait, is she in max? No, she's not. And that basket. Bunch of it. Fill up. That's because I wasn't careful. I'm gonna try another
Yay!
combo.
A new discovery. This looks like it could be useful. Let's put it in the basket.
Nope, nope.
Here we go!
Never mind. Okay, place them first. Can I move and not lose them? Maybe, yeah.
Here I go! Yeah! I'll be going too!
Oh, yes. Just one stack. Was that
watch
no,
out!
not blocked without. Never mind. Block
I'll
with
take this.
a defensive guy. Not a mage. Should block with a tank. Nothing
Cha!
to show.
Ha! It's all right. How's this?
Spot stack. And
Yeah! Once more!
Let's move on.
this is a good system.
Maybe
This
I
is
got a
gonna be
little
interesting.
stronger?
I can still do better.
It looks like we've searched everything around here. We should move on to another area.
Yep. Oh, there's more. There's lots of more. But,
Where should I go?
let's see. Down, beehive, and one floor, down. Alright, straight up. Okay. Okay, watch. In any case, we're gonna do something. We're not gonna continue on with this. We're gonna... Can I save at least? Maybe? Yeah, okay. We're gonna be saving for a moment, and then we're gonna go back to the beginning. We saved, so we're gonna go back actually to the beginning if I manage to get out. Yeah, right into the title. Because we already played for an hour. It's an interesting game. It should be played, maybe even more than the first one in this series, because it seems like it's a bit calmer than the first one. Also, the animation is epilepsy inducing, the intro, which I'm gonna let it run for now while I play. Also, the guitar seems like it's something else, but I like it. Yes. It does seem interesting enough to be played calmly until probably the main story plot hits. And it takes its time to introduce the characters and a little bit of the world before they start actually playing the game, because it spend an hour just doing the story without actually doing the gameplay. The actual gameplay looks. Yeah, but looks seems a bit straightforward compared to this one, and ooh, yeah, yes, I was gonna say, unlike the Dusk series, Dusk is the last one that does the time period. So here we have the best called Mysterious. Move block. Go, I talked through the whole intro. Never mind. So, we're gonna start a new game, but this time we're gonna pick our buddy Logix. I just want to see his intro, if that's gonna give any insight into his backstory, because it came for the other character a little bit, and I want to see how different it's gonna be. We're not gonna play for an hour, because this should be an hour show. But we're gonna play a little bit. Oh damn, that's one tragic backstory. If I got that, well, not right, but if I think I got some of that. Damn.
Finally, I'm here. I knew I was in for a long trip. It was farther than I expected.
You must have come a long ways. Do you know where to find the local branch? You'll find it near the town square. I'm supposed to take you there myself, but something came up. Would you mind finding your own way?
I've read the file. I should be fine.
I'm really sorry. If you'll excuse me.
At a new post already, huh? Well, at least I should be glad I made it here the first day of my assignment. I haven't even seen my lodgings yet, but I suppose I should get to the branch ASAP.
He's a bit more human now than robot, like in the first class.
My name is Logix Fixario. People usually call me Logy, and I think I've grown to like that name. I had a job as an alchemist in a faraway city, but due to circumstances, I had to leave. Now I'm here in Colsate because I was told they're in need of alchemists. I decided to come here on my own.
Try not to burn up this place.
I sure hope I can get along in this foreign town. If worst comes to worst, I suppose things will work themselves out. I need to get a handle on the work here.
Thank you for coming such a long way. I'm the chief of the Frontier Special Investigation Bureau here in Colsate.
The name's Logix Fixario. I look forward to working with you.
I've been briefed on your history. Looks like you've been through a lot for such a young age.
It's of little concern to me.
Well, I'm sure you already know. but we're on the edge of uninhabited land. It's quite far from where you're from. On top of that, we're short-staffed and short-supplied. The accommodations may not exactly be up to par either. Of course, I'll do what I can to help with that, but I doubt it'll ever come close to where you used to live.
Please, don't worry. Thank you very much for your consideration.
Good answer. Now, if there's anything you need, don't hesitate to ask. Starting today, you work for the town government of Colsate. I hope you dedicate your efforts to improving it.
Much appreciated. I will be in your care.
Well, now that I've said my piece, you're officially on board. I'll have you sent over to your R&D division. There's someone waiting for you in the hallway. It should be easy to find in any case.
Understood. If you'll excuse me.
Well, hopefully this will solve our staffing problems at R&D. I'll leave the rest to Marion. Still, 2 alchemists.
This must be R&D. I know it'll be where I'll be working, as of today. Still, I don't have any idea what I'll be doing. I hope I can live up to their expectations. No, I can't let myself get caught up in those thoughts. I have to do whatever I can here. The most important thing is to make a lasting first impression. Alright.
Try not to bump into anybody.
Excuse me, is this the R&D division?
Oh, there you are. We were waiting for you. I'm the research lead around here, Marion Quinn. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Marion, who's this?
Like I was saying, he's the other new member joining the R&D. Now, why don't you introduce yourself, Escha?
That's good.
Huh? Oh, I'm Escha.
My name is Logix Fixario. I'm still not entirely sure how you do things here, so I hope you'll show me around.
I look forward to working with you, Mr. Logix.
As do I.
Oh, you kids. That was a stiff introduction. Relax a little. You'll be working together.
Yes.
Sorry.
By the way, ma'am, where is the rest of the team?
There's technically one more member, but because of a mission,
Is that normal?
it is quite small. In fact,
We're basically getting
we
back to
shouldn't even
the
be operating
thing we saw in
Now
the
that
first
you mention it,
playthrough.
when I helped you out before, you didn't have many
Truth is, when I was put in charge,
So then, transferring you here really
absolutely, he stuck me in middle.
sounds like you've been.
But all that, and both of you are.
You mean, you're an... There's so much about
I see. Still, it's.
I know, right? That's what I asked for. At any rate, I'm gonna put the both of you're gonna help me raise our ratings and make.
I'll do my best.
Understood. So I have to work with her? She looks really honest and diligent. Hopefully things will go smoothly.
He's a bit of a human as well.
Hello?
The camera panning around characters is awesome. Just get all the nooks and crannies.
Oh, welcome back, Linka.
Well, isn't this? You remember
I've heard about you.
This is Linka.
Oh, she's the one you said was out on a.
Yes, she might be a little rougher.
It's good to meet you.
All right. Well,
Only what was in the file.
well, Escha grew up.
Got it.
So for your first job,
The windmill?
I've already sent some, but I'd like the two of you.
Show him...
Thank you very much.
Don't mention it. If you ever have any questions.
Huh?
What do you mean?
Sorry.
Oh my.
I will do my...
I'm surrounded by women. This job may be a lot harder than I had first thought.
Guy, come on.
Well then, shall we be going?
Sure, but what should I show you first?
Ah, you can just call me Logy. I'm not used to being
Okay.
Well, I saw a large ranch on my way here.
Oh, Colsate has a lot.
I see. If your parents...
I thought I'm sorry.
How about we keep...
You got it.
I honestly don't think it's gonna be just this. There's probably gonna be some other parts of the story, maybe like the main plot after like this windmill thing is gonna be revolving around these characters, because everything else is just cookie cutter copy paste, the same thing we saw the first time. It's just that it's either him or her as the main character, and I don't think it's just gonna be like we get their personal input, yes, but I don't think it's just gonna be the difference of like who are you running as on the map. I'm guessing there's definitely gonna be some additional input and additional stuff regarding to each character, but we might see that only over time, and it means if we play longer.
Let's make a note of this.
And maybe she's gonna be the main synthesizer here.
That will take us out of town.
No, there is different one. Okay, so yeah. So the game might actually not be that long if it has two characters and like kind of more or less splits off the story.
I'm sure you already know this by now, but this city is called Colsate, and it's built on top of ancient ruins.
So the city acts as a hub for all kinds of research.
Yeah, it used to be a small farming village, but once the government got involved, it grew and grew.
Right. It's large for a city out on the frontier. The streets are bustling too.
We're in the town square right now. You can see all the billboards and shops. There's a lot of businesses around the airship port. That's why this is the center of town.
I see. So it's not just the hub for research, but honestly, I was expecting something a little more rustic, but I stand corrected.
So you were expecting us all to be in furs? Living in log cabins out in the sticks, kid? Sure, it's not huge compared to Central City, but wherever people and money go, you get a good crowd. Throw up a store here and you'll get all kinds of customers. And that's how cities grow, my friend.
I see.
Oh, hello, Mr. Duke.
Hey there, Escha. I just finished prepping for tonight. Are you out running errands?
Yes, I'm going to my job. Logy, this is Mr. Duke, and he runs the store here.
It's nice to meet you. I'm Logy. I've been assigned to the local branch.
Ah, I see. Well, thanks for coming by. You're always welcome here. You still don't know much about this city, right? Well, now you know where to go. Technically, it's a bar, but I've been putting a lot of work into my menu.
That would be a lot of help. I still don't know anywhere to eat.
Well, now you do. Heck, you can even have dinner here tonight if you want. You're a man. Eat up.
But if we ate at your bar every day, Duke, we'd be, unable to move.
Well, I do cook for real manly men. Might be a bit much for a wisp of a girl like you.
You can eat well despite this season's poor crops? That's good to hear.
Well, I didn't mean to take up all your time. Sorry to stop you while you're on the job.
Oh, don't worry about it. All right, Mr. Duke, if you'll excuse us.
Yeah, good luck with your work. Take care of Logy, too.
Thank you very much, Mr. Duke. What a hearty man. But he seems easy to talk to. Perhaps I should stop by his bar later on.
Yeah, in any case, there are some small differences, but I don't think it's gonna be major in this two character story. Like, I don't think it's gonna be the levels of Resident Evil 1, or because that's on my mind, or anything else. Maybe kind of like some story quests depending on the character, but I wouldn't be surprised if you do them either way. In any case, it's a fun little game. A bit more on the managerial side, on the actual, you need to do with these tasks and these tasks and these tasks and these tasks, nothing to like compare to the, you don't need to save the world, just make a good R&D department kind of thing. So some people might find that interesting. It's kind of fun that it's like in an JRPG, something like that. But I shouldn't be surprised, to be honest. In any case, thank you guys for watching this an hour and almost half or something like that, more or less, because I wanted to actually try a little bit of the second character, and we kind of just like an hour into it, and only then we got the first most basic combat. So this is gonna be one of those games which you're gonna play for 10-15 hours and you're still gonna get new stuff to do and new stuff to discover, and who knows what else. So once again, thanks for watching, and till next time, see ya. It's, as always, the stories that we play.